lore, When will Sai unmute himself during the intro?
So you got Sai talking through the intro, and you got the cat keyboard. That's what we're known for.
Mm-hmm.
What cat keyboard?
Cameron's cat keyboard.
Oh.
I can see we're live, so I'm going to do this. Oh,
Yeah.
we both played it at the same time. Man.
I've never unmuted myself. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that's what happens when you don't unmute yourself properly. You completely disconnect your computer.
Going great so far.
Top of the line.
The professionalism's just unreal.
It's not stop. I didn't hear you. Oh, Sai pulled his webcam. Yeah, you're good to go.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. I just pulled my webcam. That's it. I don't know why it kicked me.
That was a little weird.
We're live, pal.
Oh, we're really.
It's all on you.
Oh.
We've been live for a minute. That's why the thing went.
To the dysfunctional dad stash. Today you're in for a real treat. We're reviewing a movie in which the name is pronounced in the English language. They've forbidden it. Okay. With me, as always, is Mark, the Bushido Geek Hallberg.
Always.
Playing Sai, the sexiest man.
Of course, always.
And regular.
Bedhead Josh.
No, this is just what my hair looks like.
Oh, dang. What kind of shirt is that, Josh?
It's our Lord and Savior. Yeah, it's the
Sai.
Okay. So, first thoughts into the movie.
What the fuck did I just watch?
That shit was crazy.
There's not been many things. There hasn't been many movies that we've watched so far where I was like, man, I hated that. This was one of those times.
I did not hate it.
I didn't hate it by any means. So let's start with Justin. Go ahead and try to pronounce the name of the movie.
Tekkonkinkreet.
Our memory, checking the tour, something like that.
Mark.
Tekkonkinkreet.
Sai.
Best shot.
Tekkonkinkreet.
I'm also going to go with Tekkonkinkreet. So we're going to call it Tekkonkinkreet this entire podcast. And anyone who says we're wrong,
let's just call it Tekken.
Fuck off. We're not going to call it Tekken because that's going to confuse things when we watch Tekken,
which was actually really good on Netflix. If you're, I never play the game, Sai, so I don't know the lore of the
I
games.
don't play the games either. I despise Tekken.
What?
I despise Tekken. I do not play.
Why?
No, I love fighting games. I don't
like 3D fighters.
Why?
Oh, I like fighting games. Tekken
because I don't like how. Okay, so if it
you
was
don't like
3D,
having to deal with another dimension, you just
no, it's not that.
You haven't played a fighting game since SNES.
No, it's not that. If the dimensions were smoothly incorporated into the fighter, it'd be cool. Like if WWE, where it's 3 dimensions and you can walk around, not like double tap your up button to go and move slightly to the.
So Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I prefer Mortal Kombat. I don't like Mortal Kombat, but I prefer
Mortal Kombat is 2D.
I know. I'm a Street Fighter guy. Give me the Street Fighter bros.
But like old Street Fighter.
No, the new ones are 2.2D still.
Yeah, the new ones are still 2D.
And 6 is coming out soon. Or is it 5? No, it's going to be better than Tekken.
Tekken seems 35. Fun. It's just it's a very combo heavy game, and I will never be able to learn those.
I'm also not a clown, so I don't like juggling. It's stupid.
First off, juggling is not stupid.
It is.
Why you think only clowns juggle? I met my wife at juggling school.
And what class?
Beautiful story.
What
Actually, I met my wife on MySpace, but that's a story for another time, guys. Bo, you're wrong. I mean,
About how to
juggling is the
pronounce
best part about
Tekkonkinkreet?
fighting games.
No, it's not.
And first off, it's not always about juggling. It's also about throws.
Yeah.
So speaking on throws, segue back into it.
What other games can you play as a kangaroo?
There we go.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't want to play as a kangaroo.
Why? What do you want to play as?
I want
An
to play
alien?
as a beefy boy.
You play as they've got 900 beefy boys.
Yeah, but they look.
This is as confusing as that movie I just watched.
Which beefy boy do you think looks stupid?
Jin.
Jin? How can you say Jin looks stupid?
He looks like
So Mark,
super.
talk about the movie.
He looks.
Yeah.
Like,
So there was that movie that we had to watch.
what? There's a movie.
Two characters,
Well,
fight. They're
Who
orphans.
I mean,
brought up Tekken?
movie's a loose term. It was images on a screen with talking.
And
It was
it's
a
still
movie.
better than
That's-
Your
I
Lie in
mean-
April.
That's where the term movie comes from, because the images move.
And it's still better than Your Lie in April. I'd watch this 20 times over Your Lie.
Not
in
even
April.
close. I will never watch this movie again.
I will watch this daily before I watch Your Lie.
I will
in
flat out
Your Lie in
say,
April was 22 episodes, so that's like what?
yeah.
6 hours. You can only watch this 3 times in the time it takes to watch Your Lie in April.
No,
That
I'm
is
saying
true.
before I watch Your Lie in April again. If you put a gun to my head, I'm watching this movie.
You're gonna end up watching Your Lie in April again somehow.
No, I'm not.
You said that the first time you watched Your Lie in April.
No, I said I'd watch it.
You're gonna end up watching it again. I need you to wrap your head around that.
It's
That's not a threat. That's just a prediction. I'm not like telling you, hey, you're gonna watch it or else. I'm telling you, some point in your life, you're gonna watch Your Lie in April again.
It sounded like a threat. to
I
me.
know. I didn't mean it to. I don't ever want you to think I'm
Okay.
threatening you, Sai.
No, I know you aren't threatening me, but it's a threat to me because it's such a harmful.
This podcast isn't a threat. It's just fun. It's
Exactly.
fun. We get to
Unlike
watch-
this
Except when
movie.
we have to watch Your Lie in April and Big O, and
Just stop bringing up Big O. Okay, we're all disappointed.
but
Hey.
it wasn't that bad. The only thing I really didn't like about the movie was how much of like a coloring, not a coloring book, like a children's.
like a flip book, you mean? Like
Yeah, like
that
I guess,
animation.
like the animation looked really.
Do you guys know who Wes Anderson is?
Nope. Who's that?
That sounds
He's
familiar.
a filmmaker. He made the Royal Tenenbaums, The
know what
Life
that is.
Aquatic.
Don't know what that is.
He just makes really he makes very specific movies. Like if you see
Art housey.
a movie kind of like this, you think it's a Wes Anderson movie. This is very. I wish someone had known who he was because it'd be a good relabel. It made me think Wes Anderson made it. It's all
that guy looks like he
concept.
makes weird movies.
It's all concept, very little plot.
Yeah,
Justin is dead. Ah, well.
that's true.
Okay, that was
Yeah. So who wants
interesting.
to try to explain the plot of this movie?
so the loose plot is gangsters. The Yakuza is trying to take over a town.
Yep. To do what with it?
Make it more kid friendly
Yep.
because that's where the money is. The money's in kids stuff. But you have orphans who don't want that.
Yep. Two in particular.
Black and white.
Yeah, black and white, who have superpowers. They're ninjas. I never really quite figured out.
See, I never figured out if any of this happened. I don't know if any of this was. I don't know if this was in their minds.
Yeah, I still don't. Or is it just in the one kid's mind? Is it some weird yin and yang thing, and he just has a split personality?
Yeah, so he's 11 years old, and at one point, this dude tells him he acts like a 3-year-old. He's 11, and he's very impressed that he can count to 10. And all this other stuff that
I was like, is he supposed to be like autistic or like? I was like, I don't get why they're like really harping on like his weird behavior.
So the rough plot is you have Black, who is an orphan, who maybe has superpowers, and he basically adopts a younger orphan named White, and he does everything for him. including tying his shoes. And then the Yakuza, they also hang out with a gang, which you find out.
Yep.
And they
Called the
are going to,
Apaches.
they're saving money, and they're going to fly on a plane to an island, and then they're going to build a house.
Yep. And then they immediately give up the money at the first opportunity to kids that they beat up.
Well, that's what White does.
Yeah. White gives up the money. And he was the one who wanted to fly. He said, here you go. We beat you up. Here's all of our money.
But they don't take it.
I think the most interesting character was the apple tree in all of this. I feel like that's what really held everything together for me.
Yeah, I don't know enough about what's the term?
Apple trees?
Like whatever the people who like study all the plants and stuff.
Agriculture.
Botanists?
Yeah, botanists. Yeah, can you actually like? I know some seeds obviously will turn into trees, but do apples work that way? I don't know if they. I don't know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Any
All
fruit
seeds
turns into a tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least their premise was is solid.
Well, they're kids. They. I mean.
It takes a while though, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it also unlike,
Dozens of years.
wasn't it?
To
Like,
grow fully, yeah.
It's only been like a few days after they planted.
They're
They start
kids.
freaking out. Yeah, 4 to 8 years.
They're kids. That's why.
For them to bear fruit?
Yeah, to reach maturity.
That sounds about right. I think an orange tree takes like a year or two.
Yeah,
No
it says
way.
They will only grow 6 to 10 inches per year. Standard apple tree can take a bit longer to grow and bear fruit than dwarf trees. Be prepared to wait 4 and 8 years for apple tree maturity.
But this tree was planted underneath a bridge, so
Probably immediately dead as soon as he planted it.
Not necessarily.
I mean, just like
They watered it. I'll give them that. They did water it, but it also seems like instead of using dirt to cover it, they used concrete rubble. So maybe not the best.
I think you're deep into the symbolism of it at this point. I don't think it matters.
It was the only thing I could focus on because I didn't want to actually focus on the movie.
The movie wasn't even that bad.
I didn't think the movie was that bad. I thought it was a bit,
again,
too
that's
much concept.
That's why we all have. I mean, like it's gonna be one of those things where you guys are like, yeah, it was all right, and this is probably the lowest rated thing I'm gonna review that I'm gonna give on this show.
So
Yeah,
why do you not like it so much?
Didn't you love the cast? You had
I
Bender
mean,
the robot from Futurama,
that's
Hermes
true.
from Futurama,
Yeah,
Spider-Man from PS4's Marvel Spider-Man,
that's true. There was ninjas
Steve Bloom,
and an alien. The Blue Man Group. The
Spike
Blue Man Group
Spiegel.
was in it, or most of the Blue Man Group was in it. It was cool seeing the Blue Man Group. That was a good part.
Blue Man Group.
It was their version. I mean, they were aliens, or supposedly aliens.
I think
Justin, you need to get this back on track. You're in charge here.
I think it was the reason it gets confusing is I think the artistic mind was going for more the mind of a child and how they perceive the world. I mean, to me, my best friend might have a superpower, but any adult that seems threatening might have superpowers as well. That is, if I am a 3-year-old looking at the world, you know what I mean?
What if you're 11?
When I was 11, I probably acted like I was 3 as well.
Mhm.
I mean, even now I have tough times dressing myself, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and there was the Yakuza were in there, and they all killed each other.
Well, I mean, Black
A lot of them,
killed
yeah.
the first 3.
Well, yeah.
He didn't kill all 3.
Yeah, he killed those 3 in the office.
He killed
I thought
2 of the 3 because one of those guys was
one of the guy, the one guy was the guy with
one-
the scar who ends up killing Rat later, and then is shot by guys on bikes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
in front of his pregnant girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Black beat the guy with the scar. Black beat him in the face with the pipe, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was after he like broke in on the window and like
Kimura.
beat them all up and then just like slammed him on the face with a
I
metal
think
pipe.
his name is Kimura or Himura or something like that.
Yeah, Kimura, or yeah, that sounds.
Oh, wow. I thought I was thought I was thinking of Hajime no Ippo, but that's exactly both their names.
Yeah, I was like, I never was talking with a K. But yeah, they didn't want them to build their
The faces
amusement
were
park
ugly.
casino. I'm confused on what
I think they were building a casino because the dude like made a big speech and then it cut to casinos, right?
Yeah, but they also talked about how they want to build an amusement park.
For
Yeah.
adults.
Kid-friendly stuff because that's where the money's in children. They wanted to take down the strip club so none of the kids could lose their virginity or whatever.
A casino is an adult amusement park, right?
I don't spend a lot of time at casinos, but no.
How often do you adult?
How often do I adult?
Mm-hmm.
God, all day, every day. I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah, that's
I
literally.
just want a break.
It's literally every day, no matter what.
You're not doing it right. You should.
And Cameron literally has had a fever, so I'm waiting until it kicks in with me. So that's always fun.
No,
Another question that
don't get a fever.
answer: traditional Japanese bathhouse, is it appropriate for an old homeless guy to wash a kid's back?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That threw me for a loop because there was no like lead up to it. It was just
No, what?
They don't have they don't have any stigma like the
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's pretty much
body.
if it's a public bathhouse, it's like
You've
whatever.
watched way too much anime to not know everything about public bathhouses at this point.
I've never been. I didn't know. And
You should watch
every anime. The point of every anime is they're just rushing to get to the bathhouse episode.
You should watch the bathhouse anime on Netflix. It's hilarious.
That can't be real. What you just said.
Yeah.
Why would
the
it
Roman
be
one?
real?
The one that's where the Roman dude goes to the like feudal Japan and he travels back and forth through time. Bro, I'm serious.
Roman.
Josh has watched it.
Not yet. Maybe one day.
It wasn't lead up. It was just
wait, are you talking about?
Almost.
I think I found it. Thermae Rome.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow. Literally the description: a proud bath architect in ancient Rome that's randomly surfacing in present-day Japan, where he's inspired by the many bathing innovations.
Yeah.
Told you.
Okay.
Add it to the wheel.
It's hilarious.
All right. Yeah,
It sounds good.
Yeah, it's only 11 episodes.
Better than July and April. That's for sure.
I mean, I like to learn.
Not as good as Way of the House Husband, but it does its best.
I tried watching that. Couldn't get into it.
The Way of the House Husband?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just wrong.
What's that?
It's because you think you have to have a job, but you don't. You just have to have a lady to take care of you.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Must
All
be
right.
nice.
What is something actually from the movie? Does anyone actually wants to talk about?
The old guy, the homeless guy.
The homeless guy?
Gramps.
Yeah.
What about the weird Minotaur thing? That's his alter.
Okay.
Is that his alter ego?
I believe
I
so.
wanted to ask about that. That's him, right?
I
Like he
believe
just
so.
imagined him being a different person saving him.
That's him
That's what
when he psychologically breaks, I believe.
Yeah,
But
because
then White is connected mentally.
Yeah, I don't.
With a red
Yeah.
of fate, like
It makes me think like is White just the like super good version that keeps him grounded?
No, I think White's an actual person because the cops literally took him away.
Yeah, that's true. It just
So-
I guess
If
But-
any of this is real,
Yeah.
if it's not just something White imagined,
yeah, and he's clearly broke. Like, if that's him breaking, he's clearly broken before because the Minotaur was mentioned like 2 or 3 times before we see him being like, "Oh, who's stronger, Minotaur or Black? Oh, Black's definitely stronger."
But I don't think they were always together. And White does make that comment towards the end about the hearts and the screws and how he has all the screws.
yeah, he has all the pieces to his heart. But Mark, you're talking about those kids who were talking about Black versus the Minotaur.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, but they didn't seem to realize they were the same person.
no, they were like, "Oh, who's stronger?" And then it's mentioned once before. Like, I can't remember who brings it up, but someone previously in the movie mentioned
They
something
mentioned
about
it, Black and
they
White.
s- yeah, it was like this is the Minotaur's
I believe
territory or
White
something.
mentions it.
Yeah,
I don't
someone
know
mentioned
if-
it was like being his territory or
I
something.
don't
It's
know
like,
if Black ever mentions it. Now that I think about it,
one of them does, yeah. It's also weird, like how even like the cops are just like, yeah, no, this is this 13-year-olds and 11-year-olds territory. We just stay out of their way, or they'll kick our ass. All right,
And didn't White set a dude on fire?
he did, yeah,
He's gonna flip out.
Well, not kind of.
he
was an
did, yeah.
assassin. He
And
wasn't. Were
yeah.
they real people? The three
Who
assassins?
knows?
Were they?
And he was going
I
to
don't
set.
think so.
He would have set Black on fire if Black didn't like kick the dude and manage to squirm away. Like
Dragon,
White,
butterfly, and
White,
tiger.
yeah, White was dropping that match no matter what happened.
Didn't give a shit.
No, it's because he knew Black was fireproof.
That's true. That's a good point. But he's not arrow proof, as we find out.
He's fall. He can't. he's
Those
not
weren't
taking fall
arrows.
damage.
Those are needles.
Even Superman has weaknesses, you know.
Yeah, arrow. Yeah, I could take. I mean, tough kid though. I mean, he's like, I don't know how. I don't think they ever say how old Black is, but he's obviously older than White. And if
What do
White's
you mean
11,
Superman has a weakness? Superman doesn't have any weaknesses.
Kryptonite, right?
The hell's
Batman.
kryptonite?
women.
Red kryptonite, all sorts of colors.
What? Never
Batman.
heard of that, and I've been reading Superman for 30 years.
Batman is Superman's weakness.
Yeah, because they're
Or,
buddies.
or any woman named Martha. I'm pretty sure if Batman versus Superman is to be believed.
Still better than your line, April.
No,
It really is.
it's really not.
It really is.
All that stuff is crap. Batman versus Superman.
It
The
is.
DCE, it was all bad. Even Wonder Woman, people were just like, "Oh,
No.
well, it's not as bad as the others, so it's great." It's not true. Wonder
I
Woman,
don't think they ever said it was great, did they?
they did. Wonder Woman was praised.
It was.
It was pretty good, but I think mostly it was
first one was
praised.
praised as being like a.
I think it was praised more so for just being about a woman,
Yeah,
more than it was for its quality.
But I found out towards the end. Did anything ever happen with the snake guy?
Yeah, the Curazo.
the bad guy.
The guy that shot Rat shoots him.
Thought he
Like-
got drive-by.
No, yeah, but right before he
that.
gets killed by the drive-by, he shoots the snake guy for making him kill Rat,
Uh-huh.
and then he
Does
goes
shoot him?
home.
Or is it just there? He just pulls a gun on him, and we assume he shoots him, right?
No,
don't see the shot.
yeah, you see the shot, and you see the blood splatter come out of his head,
Or maybe
and then
he
he goes home. Really masterfully fits a bassinet into like a really small trunk that already had stuff in it. That alone was amazing because those things don't bend. So that was impressive. And then he gets immediately shot.
All that work.
Obviously, his did. He had a special bassinet that you're not allowed to because you're not a Yakuza, Mark.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
He was just
they probably
better
got
at putting
special
things
ones.
into places. Mark never played Tetris, so he doesn't understand how.
I was never any good at
Hey.
Tetris. That's a good point.
Have you played Tetris Effect in VR?
Having the best.
Not in VR. I have
I
not.
highly suggest it.
I did try playing that Switch Tetris where you're facing 99 other people a couple times.
What?
The battle
It is pretty
royale.
good.
Yeah, the Battle Royale
It's not
Tetris.
pretty good.
Tetris?
Yeah,
It is
it's
pretty
like
good.
it's like
I am
99
pretty
other
good.
people, and like as
If
the farther you get,
if
they
you
start
like having
telling you stuff,
anxiety,
and-
it is a great game to play.
I mean, I don't need to
It is
play
very
games that- That's
anxiety-inducing,
just my
yeah.
life.
Yeah,
You don't need to play games,
For anxiety, no. That's
Why do
just
you-
my life.
so you're just excited about the big announcement today, right?
I don't know.
Of the new Inazuma 11 game.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed
Oh,
to,
they
you're supposed
announced
to
the new
review
game.
that.
Well, I don't know have anything to review. 'cause
You didn't read the thing?
I did read the thing, but I can't
Well,
have the game's not out.
But I mean, like, review the review. Review the press release.
Oh, the press release looks just fine. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's the 9th game in the fucking series.
Is it
So,
really?
what type of they use for the review? Was it Times New Roman or
They use Times New Bastard. Every 9th letter is Comic Sans.
nice? Very classy.
Very
I think that
off-putting.
it was probably, I don't know.
I'm excited about it. I'll get
Is
it.
there a video?
I wanna know how well it's gonna translate between you know, mobile and
Oh, it's a
PS5,
mobile game?
but we'll see.
Or wait, it's a PS5 game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Damn.
sounds ridiculous.
All right, some high end and Newsmo 11 graphics coming.
No, it's not going to be.
No, it won't be. It'll be the typical anime graphics we always see with every other
No, it
anime
won't even
game.
be that good. It'll probably be 2-bit, 8-bit style. Like,
Don't worry, we'll have the
Makes it
God
rough.
hand to help
It'll
us.
look like a PlayStation 2 game, which is fine. It's PlayStation. Ooh, but we also had the announcement of a new Budokai Tenkaichi.
Hmm.
since
You
when?
didn't know about that?
Nope.
I didn't hear about
Oh,
that.
4? I think I saw something about
Yeah.
that. I was like, that doesn't exist. There's only 3.
It was just a teaser. They had the what was it, Fighter Z tournament, and then at the end they played the teaser for that. So we're all excited.
Yeah,
Are we?
yes, very much, very much so.
Is Jared in it?
Jared?
Jiren.
Subway.
Not Jared from Subway.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
the-
hopefully not Jared from Subway. Keep
That's
away
a-
from Trunks and Goten.
that is a totally different game there. It immediately goes up to friggin' M plus.
I would assume it would have the biggest cast of any fighting game ever.
Damn.
Interesting.
I'm assuming you're going to be able to play
I mean,
as.
the Naruto one has a lot.
I'm assuming you're going to be able to play as everyone from the Arlene aliens that Vegeta killed in that one episode where he looked different.
With the
All the
brown
way
hair.
up to the fusion of all those Namekians from
Universe
Universe 6.
6, yeah.
Interesting.
And if you can't, I'm going to be mad.
So who had picked this movie to watch?
Justin did.
Okay, what was it? I want to. What was the reasoning behind this one?
So Josh asked me if I wanted to come on and review a movie. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And he said, cool, pick a movie. I was like, okay, bet. I went to Google's top 25 anime movies, went through everything through Studio Ghibli, because that was, of course, the top like 24 movies.
Yeah.
I think this one fell somewhere in the bottom 20s. I was like, well, if I can't pronounce it, it's got to be good. And
Can you pronounce Castle of Cagliostro?
No.
Well, you should have picked that one.
Crazy though. Like, this is exactly what he said to me, word for word, in
What?
text.
Yeah.
And he's just,
You picked the one he couldn't read.
Yeah, I printed it out so I'd have it all memorized. But yeah, it was they lied. Google lied once again. The internet's all a lie. Don't believe it. None of
Came
it.
out in 2006.
I've seen worse internet movies.
2006, 2007.
Internet enemy movies. I think this is. I don't know. I think I like this one better than all the anime movies I've watched on this show.
what?
Exact opposite of me. This is by far
Oh
the
wait,
worst
no,
thing
we
I've
watched
ever watched.
Digimon. We've
I
watched
was going to
Digimon.
say, side. Just get the hell out of here.
I forgot we watched Digimon on this show.
We
Yeah,
have
no,
watched
never mind.
8
Everything
Digimon movies.
but, everything but the Digimon movies.
We watched
And maybe
Pokemon, the first
Pokemon.
movie.
And maybe just the rom-com movies. You happy, Josh?
What
You happy?
rom-com movies have we watched?
We watched 2 centimeters.
Your
We
Name.
Your Name. Oh no, y'all watched Your Name. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, you don't want.
You
Yeah.
weren't here for your name because you would have loved it.
There's a. I can't remember those 3 that we watched.
2 centimeters.
Silence. Dead. No.
A Silent Voice.
A
Silent
silent
Voice,
voice,
yeah.
and that other one.
A Garden of Words.
A Garden of Words. Yep, that was it.
And those are the 3 that I'm talking about that it's better than.
Okay, but I mean there are 8 or 9 movies we watched that it's not better than.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't better than Digimon Try 3, where Leomon really got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's yeah. All the Digimon Try movies are better.
Some studios do is they have multiple different animator or people animate the movie, and then I wasn't sure if they had different directors. but there were scenes in here, maybe you can back me up on this, that looked a lot more crisp than other ones. And
Yeah,
then
they did. Like the motion, the actual motion. It's the faces. It's the faces. The faces look terrible. So anytime the faces are still, it was just ugly.
This movie was co-directed by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. I don't know who those guys are.
J.J. Abrams was in there somewhere.
Maybe one day.
Slayers, so probably not.
It was made by Michael Bay. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of explosion. Oh, yes, there was.
Okay, it seemed like
It
almost.
wasn't
just
Justin
that one.
Lin
That's
like,
true.
bringing in some
When
Tokyo
that, dude,
drifting.
when that dude shot an RPG from his crossbow.
It was like they had a team of animators and directors in separate rooms try to make the same movie and then just merged it together. That's kind of the vibe I got for the whole thing.
Maybe they did.
Maybe.
Yeah. But hey, we had a movie with aliens, and
The guy's name is Michael
Yakuza.
Arias.
The other guy that directed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what else? Aliens, Yakuza.
Yin and Yang with black.
Yeah. Guys being shot. Apple trees. There was a goldfish that died. That was made pretty clear.
He also worked. He was a producer on the Animatrix.
Okay.
Hey, that's highly credited.
What else did we?
What did you like in the Animatrix?
I didn't the one where they ran and they did the Olympic thing.
Are you kidding me? That's the only one I like too. Where the dude was an Olympic runner and essentially he just in his runner's high he left the Matrix.
Yeah.
See, everybody liked that like CGI one. I thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
It was like that's the same shit we see in the movies. Why am I wasting my time?
I think that's really the running one is the only one I really remember. But it was the best because I remembered it.
It was the best. So the film got a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is a website.
Tekkonkinkreet?
Yeah.
10
that makes sense because it seems like a very art housey kind of movie.
Chris Johnston of New Type USA wrote, regardless of how much you watch this one, it's a film no anime fan should miss.
I saw that. They should miss. Some people should miss it.
There's definitely some things that people could miss.
That shit, you know what I mean? That's what some people say.
Like Welcome to Jabberai Park. That's a thing you can miss.
It's not a.
That's not an anime, and I didn't even.
Not an anime.
I've heard Josh say it's not an anime so much that I know it's not an anime.
You can't just take the cutscene. Like I'm not gonna watch just the cutscene from a cell phone game. I did.
Okay.
It's part of this.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh. I was about to say. So if we take the few times that you have to press buttons in Last of Us, would that make it a anime?
No, because it was made in the USA.
Oh, okay. Smart man.
Yeah.
So Avatar is an anime.
I've never argued with you that I like The Last of Us for its gameplay.
Okay? No, I know. I just like to make my jabs at Last of Us when I can.
Why?
Because it's not a game. It's a movie with button presses. Occasionally. Occasional button press. It's like Heavy Rain, but with a little more walking.
Fucking not. It's like Digimon Survive.
Yeah,
Digimon Survive.
Fair enough.
But you're like, no, Digimon Survive is more interactive because you have to press a button to get to the next text screen.
Yeah.
So you can never set the controller down.
Yeah. You can set it to auto.
Yeah.
They talk too slow.
They also could have dubbed it in English. So there's a lot that could have happened.
They knew nobody in England was going to buy it.
Well,
I mean, Auto went for the American dub, but
could have got the original cast of Digimon. Then I would have bought it.
You bought it without them having it.
I didn't buy it.
Oh, I thought you bought it.
Yeah, I really don't have anything else I can tell this movie. I don't know if anyone else has anything they want to bring up.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It
I
was-
think it was all a dream.
It was. I
I think that's why the animation was kind of
So,
almost
There's
drawn
a
by a
name.
child because it
I
was
think
just
I
white.
know there's a
imagined the
name
whole
for that
thing.
style of animation. I just can't think of it.
That's what freaked me out the most was that elephant because I wasn't sure if they could see it or not.
Which one?
Oh, the one that came out of the giant clock.
After
You
he-
know what? Now that you mention it, there are a lot of elephants in this show. I might be by because there's
definitely-
one in the
you got a
hospital
big-
too.
Yeah, you got a big India vibe.
I think it's
Uh,
I think it's a Buddhist thing.
Yeah,
But I'm not
Okay.
I'm not a
buying into
religious
Josh's
scholar.
theory.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Elephants definitely are an Indian thing.
I think they've got them in India.
Yeah.
Do they eat elephants? Do you eat elephants?
You probably can.
No, isn't one of the gods is an elephant, right?
Yeah, Ganesh.
Yeah.
It's a
I've seen
it's
The
a
Simpsons.
person with an elephant head. I don't know
Yeah,
if
you got
that
six arms.
does it qualify as an elephant?
You can't eat
I have
him.
no
But back to
idea.
the subject is like, do people eat elephants?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I would imagine some people did.
I mean,
You guys would all try elephant, right?
yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean,
we all know.
if someone was like, "Here's elephant," I'd be like, "Well, it's already dead." Like, not like I killed it.
Right.
no.
That's why I only buy ivory pianos. I
It's
don't
a
want
good point.
the elephant
Yeah.
sacrifice to go to waste.
I mean, it's a good thing you bought that before the. Actually, I think the ban got reversed on Ivory Trade.
I don't know. I'm just happy that McDonald's got rid of plastic straws and went to all ivory.
You know, I leave it up to McDonald's for
Yeah.
bringing the next cutting trend there.
I mean, better than paper straws. Those are stupid. I hate those people.
I just miss the
Straws that worked.
the Mick BLT where you had the giant foam container with the 9 ingredients you had to put together yourself. Yeah, that's from the 80s. You guys wouldn't understand.
I don't. I was just taking your word for it.
It existed. They got rid of it because it had these
It did
4
exist.
chambers. Anyway, Justin, you were gonna rate it an A+.
No, unfortunately not.
No.
That animation was too much. It was all over the place, and maybe maybe they don't have 2 different animation studios button heads on one movie. That'd be cool. I'd say a C. C is good enough. Good enough for me.
Mark, what do you say? Also a C?
You know what? It was almost there. It was almost there. No, this is gonna be a rare F for me. I did not like a single thing about this movie at all.
It was
I-
like Gundam.
I hated it. If it was like Gundam, it could at least get a C.
No,
then
like
at
there's
least
nothing
at
likable
least
about
There
Gundam.
needs to be some redeeming
There's
qualities.
robots going pew pew pew.
That's true. There is robots going.
You realize I have my Gundam shirt on today, right?
That's probably why he was going
Oh.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like there were some animation scenes that were like decently animated, and the rest just seemed like a rush. Nothing followed or made sense. Nothing that's introduced ever gets explained. Yeah, it's an F.
I'd
Sorry?
argue that point about
Argue.
the introduced.
Okay,
never gets
how
explained.
did they explain the aliens? Where did they come from, and what was their purpose?
Child's play.
aliens? It's just a rumor.
The
Have you
three
never
guys
heard?
that the
Have
three
you
guys
never?
that were flying.
Have you? They didn't fly. They
They
just
shot into the air and flew
they
across the
fell
water.
down and pushed off of something. Okay, that's one thing. But that could be
How
going.
do you explain black flying?
He wasn't
How do you-
flying.
He flew.
He
into
Naruto
windows.
flew.
He fell from. He took hundreds of feet high falls without getting hurt.
You can do that.
You can't do that. He's
Yes,
not
you
Peggy
can.
Hill.
Yeah, they never explain the
Okay.
black and white's relationship or like why they've have control over this town.
Because they beat up people. They
That is
do
true.
explain
They
that.
did explain that.
That's just explaining why they own the town, not why they're doing it.
Why not?
Because they're orphans. That's how they have to live to survive.
I mean, they show a lot of other orphans on there. Not
And they're
everyone
all
was in.
What? They only showed like 2 that
They
I
only
remember.
showed other kids, but only the 2 other ones that like had their own territory.
Dusk and Dawn.
The one that were fighting.
Yeah, Dusk and Dawn. Yeah.
And fighting to survive, like the
Yeah,
black
but
and
apparently
white.
it wasn't their territory because then also there was that other gang there, and it was also their territory. There's a lot of shared territory going on.
Well, I mean, I think
they were fighting for one territory.
They were fighting for one territory. I mean, it's not that shared. It's just you have the adult gang and then the cats. They're buds.
Yeah, that's what they were called. Yeah, but yeah, they didn't have. Yeah, they were just called Black and White, and they called them the cat. They were stray cats.
Yeah.
Okay, the aliens. I'll concede the aliens point.
Well, what do you rate it, Sai?
A B minus.
A what?
A B minus.
B minus. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I also give it a B minus, but that's it's a conditional B minus. If it's not what I think it is, like I just don't think any of this happened. I think it's just like
I could see that.
I think it's like a St. Elmo's fire thing here, where it's all in the kid's head. The hospital's not real; it's just a snow globe. I think White just kind of imagined all this.
Yeah, and
I could see it.
That like some of the more fantastical things are being, how do you say, they're being influenced by the rumor mill of the town. Because if you notice, like he mentions the aliens first, and then what I'm assuming are foreigners, since they speak a different language, come. They look different. They're the ones that are flying and stuff. So I can see that as being a
dream,
a manifestation of this childlike
things
that Josh was saying.
Yeah.
So we all agree I'm right. That's how
I believe it.
That's how I want everything to end.
But we also have to remember it's an anime.
I mean, I don't think anyone forgot it was an anime.
No,
it was an anime.
You can't always be like, "Oh man, that guy can't shoot a blast from his hand." That's
true, because Goku can. You know what?
Goku can.
I just want to point out. I was driving my kid home from daycare the other day, and he said,
and he shot a Kamehameha out of his hand?
What? No, but he said, "Dad, did you know Goku's my friend?" And I said, "That's awesome."
Does he have a kid? Does he have a kid named Goku in his class?
No, he was watching Goku on a tablet. He was just watching like some gameplay.
That's a good idea.
Did he say that he hates Yusuke?
Mm-mm.
No,
I'm not going to show him Yu Yu Hakusho until he's old enough to appreciate it.
It's good. It's a good idea.
What if he says he hates it?
I mean, he can come live with you, I guess.
Is he going to be the third member of the Cats? Because he's going to be an orphan?
I'll wait till he's 18. That way I don't have to worry about it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. So wait, Josh, you said B minus?
Yeah, I gave it. We gave it a C as a combined score.
Even though
Mark's best efforts.
Mark tried to.
Yep.
Can't wait till we review Gundam and I can just review Bomb
it. We're reviewing 00. Remember?
It's on the wheel. It is on the wheel.
Even though that's on the other show.
That's an unrelated thing. Don't promote other people's shows here.
Well, technically, it's mine too.
Yeah, but you never mention it. So
I mention it every once in a while. Whenever Ash tells me I haven't been mentioning it enough.
You don't have to do what Ash tells you. He's not your boss.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
No, well then.
Touché.
He's my boss.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
What are we doing next week?
We are going to review Grimgar, Ashes, and Illusions.
Has anyone started it?
I have not.
I did not expect you to know that.
That's what I have not started watching it yet.
I didn't expect him to know.
It's only 12 episodes.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty short. Yeah, it's like
have you watched one episode, Josh?
It's not. Yeah, I watched it all. I'm probably gonna watch it again. Actually, it's not bad.
It's not.
I've seen a lot worse.
It's the next thing on the list. I finished Overlord, so I need.
I mean, the next
all
thing
good.
on your list after Overlord is GTO, but
it is.
that's not the point. Grimgar, I mean, we're tolerating the fact that it's an isekai because everything's an isekai. So
There's a lot of.
What's
there's a lot of these
is there a whole name to it, or is it just Grimgar? I thought there was another thing to it.
Just says Grimgar, Ashes, and Illusions.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I'm
Ashes
thinking
and
of a different show. I'm thinking of Lodoss War or something.
Yeah, what is it?
The one because there was a game.
Okay, so the studio that made this show also made Fairy Tail and Sword Art
Ooh.
Online.
One out of two of those things I like.
you like
Yeah.
Fairy Tail?
Oh yeah, dude, Fairy Tail's fun.
I like
I've never
Fairy
watched
Tail.
Fairy Tail.
It's
I
fun.
stopped like halfway through the 2014 like
I watched
reboot
it all.
thing. I know, like,
Seems
Is
just
it-
like the same.
they
as
didn't
Seven
reboot
Deadly
it.
Sins to me.
no, isn't it going on right now? Isn't there like some
It
like arc?
finished.
Oh, is it finished? Okay, I knew something had started with it. It was like
They had
it was like a war thing, right? Kind of like that Bleach
yeah, they
1,000-year
started
war
the
thing or something.
yeah, pretty much, but they didn't take 20 years to make that.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Has it really been 20 years for Bleach?
No,
They're taking more than 20 years because it
it's
wasn't
like
worth it.
10, I think.
Still though, geez, that's still kind of crazy.
Bleach can go suck a bag of dicks. I think we could all agree on that.
No, because 1,000-Year Blood War is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I keep
It is.
hearing.
I
what-
really do like it.
I keep
What
hearing
happens
1,000 Blood
is
War is pretty
there's
good.
some girl get kidnapped and then he has to fight his way through
No, actually, no girl gets
like
kidnapped.
the first 4 fucking arcs of Bleach.
Nope.
That
Actually,
is-
no girl
Same
gets
thing over
kidnapped.
and over and over again.
Yeah, but that's next week. Grimgar, Ashes, and Illusions, and
what
then
happens after that?
that is a special surprise.
Nope, it's trivia.
Wouldn't trivia be the week after?
Yeah, Grimgar and then trivia.
There's 5 weeks in this month.
It doesn't matter. We're not doing that. Look, we do every other week. I don't know how to say this. It's trivia. It'll be trivia.
all right,
We'll
all
put
right.
it
Well, then there you go.
Every other week is trivia.
Yeah.
Every fourth
every
week
4
is
weeks.
trivia.
Every
yeah,
quarter.
okay. Yeah, that
Quarter
makes sense.
weekly.
Got it. All right, so Grimgar and then trivia, and then
Quad-
Grimgar and then trivia, and
Yeah.
then another anime review.
yep, whatever the wheel decides to land on. It's getting up there. It's like 106 right now, I think.
So, Justin, do you have any suggestions for anime?
One Piece.
We already did One Piece.
No,
One
there's
Piece season 2.
one. I don't know if it's on there. I just randomly saw it on Crunchyroll. I wanted to watch it. About reincarnate as a sword or some dumb shit.
Oh my god.
See, the
Yeah,
fact
you
that I have
have
to
to-
ask you, are
no,
you sure
more
it's
fucking
sword?
specific.
It's no, it's sword.
Is there actually a sword one?
Yes.
Okay, so it's different than reincarnated as a slime or reincarnated as a spider.
Yeah, he's reincarnate as a
Yeah,
sword.
as the actual sword.
No
He's
arms
not
left.
joking. He's
Sword.
not
Reincarnated
phubbing
as
anything.
A sword.
Onimai.
Is that what it's called?
No, I'm telling him to add Onimai too.
Is that ONMI?
ONIMEI.
Oh yeah.
Onimai. I'm now your sister or something like that.
Close enough, I guess.
Josh, it's hilarious. Dude, I love that
Alright,
show.
alright, there's 108 and maybe like 50 more, and then we won't be able to tell what any of this what any of these words say, and then it'll just keep spinning until it eventually something pops up.
Until it
That's what we
breaks.
need.
Until it breaks. Yeah, eventually it will. Like I can't remember what it was, but there was like some person had like eventually it will fill up so much that instead of being able to fully spin, the website just kind of like glitches into like random spots and then eventually just stops and pops up an answer.
Is that the goal for this show? You just go until you break a website?
Yes.
That's what I'm trying for. As soon as
We
that
wanna
wheel
break
breaks,
all websites.
as soon as that wheel breaks, we'll never use it again.
Yeah, because then we have Josh's backup wheel.
The backup
That's
wheel
true.
is so great. It's my favorite wheel in the world.
What happens after we watch? It's not all. Is it all season 3 at this point, or is there the other Digimon shows on there at this point?
No, it'll be all season 3.
Well, you see, we have to make a new one because the last special wheel was all season 2, and we watched that.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
I have my own
Alright.
special wheel that's
Alright.
all Gundam.
Yeah, we're never gonna show that wheel.
That's a great wheel.
It's
we have
Gundam and 86. I'm not gonna lie.
we having Barry send us out.
Barry, are you?
Barney?
Did you ever do that D&D podcast, or did you just not do that?
No, I'm working behind the scenes on that.
Do you want to promote that?
Yeah. It's a D&D podcast where we roll for a random DM and situation and place and kind of let role play just figure itself out. It's called Wait a DM Minute. I enjoy it, so you might as well.
I get it. DM.
And that's on the internet.
It is on the internet. It's on Anchor, Spotify.
Pornhub.
It's not on. It's not
ours
on
is
Anchor because Anchor no longer exists.
Really?
Spotify finally take over.
It's now Spotify for podcasters, and fucking pisses me off because oh my god,
That's where I listen to most of my podcasts at anyway.
Fuck you, Spotify.
Yeah.
That's my fuck you of the week is
When did they-
Spotify.
When did they
There was
buy
no
out
need to
a-
change anything.
Was that recently that they bought out Anchor?
Yeah, they've always owned Anchor, but now they've gotten rid of it as Anchor.
Oh, when they right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Past couple months, but I didn't know they finally took over.
It was this week, and it was a hassle.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't messed with
That's where I listen to most of my podcasts at anyway. So
Spotify.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine. It was always, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
matter.
got it. Yeah.
Josh, do you want to go on your Anchor rant?
No,
You can do it
I
if you
think
want.
you should.
You can do it if you want. We got time.
no.
I don't. I
I had to reset the password. It was a big pain in the ass because I had to find the password to the email. I had to figure out what the email was. It was just a thing. It's just layers on top of layers, and then they changed the format, and it's just unnecessary. Everything was going smooth. Everything was great. I didn't have to know anything.
I need to ask Ash if he had the similar.
And they stopped keeping track of the number of episodes, so I had to look up and find out that this is episode 79.
Oh, to put it in the notes.
No, I'm not putting anything in notes.
Well,
my notes are just rude comments to these guys that they never read.
I read all your comments if it's the ones in the Discord.
It's not. It's if you look at the names of the episodes and then the descriptions.
Oh, I read some of them.
You didn't even know our outro was you saying for Black Growlmon.
Because I don't listen that far.
Size like listens to the okay, that's right. That's what we rated it.
No, as soon as we start to go on stuff like this, I'm like, oh.
I don't listen to the podcast. I'm there. What the hell do I need to listen to it for?
Well, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to it.
There's no shame in not listening to this podcast.
But you know what you should listen to is us next week reviewing Grimgar Ashes and Illusions. That's what you should listen to.
And I listen to Fandom Effect.
All right, Barry, take us out.
Well, once again, this is Dad's Anime Stash. Gave this movie a C, so I don't know if you want to watch it or not, but what I do know is I appreciate you all for tuning in and being here. Make sure you put your dad's stash right back under the bed where you found it, sprinkle some of that dust. Maybe take a few lines, who knows? And we'll see you next week for Grimgar Ashes
and Illusions.
Ass and Illusions.
Ash and Illusions. That's what
I said ass.